This is King H, the king of Ambazonia, the Pan-African king, the spiritual leader. President Putin made a statement saying that Africa is a cemetery. When Africans become rich, his bank accounts are in Switzerland. He travels to France for medical treatment. He invests in Germany. All those statements are true when it comes to the African leaders. They put their money, or the money of the countries, in Switzerland. They travel to France for medical treatment. Where is President Paul Biya getting his treatment from? Where did the president of Nigeria got his treatment when he was sick? It wasn't in Nigeria. He flew out of Nigeria and went to UK for treatment. Now there are even people saying that, oh, that's probably not even the president of Nigeria, because they probably have cloned him or something, and that's not the real president. That's somebody else that who knows. But that's one reason when you get treatment in other nations, instead of investing the money in your country to have better healthcare system so that you could get treatment in Africa, not flying out. How many presidents, how many leaders have we had since Nigeria was created, since Ghana, since how many leaders? Well, in Cameroon they've had only 2 leaders, because one leader has been there for more than 40 years. The other one, don't even talk about it. The fact is, they use the money that is supposed to be spent in Africa, they spend it somewhere else and invest in those other areas. That's why you don't have good facilities in Africa. Why are you saying that Putin is racist? He's making true statements. These are reality. Most of the African leaders take money and put them in Switzerland. Most of them travel for medical expenditures out of Africa, and they travel to other countries to get those treatment. And the president of Gabon, who just died, didn't die in a foreign nation. Why? Because he went to a foreign nation to get treatment. So can the next president who has been put in Gabon try to at least just start with one good healthcare facilities? And this is what the leaders are supposed to do in Africa. Just start with one, develop one good medical facility, hospitals, and make it perfect, so that when you have the war situations, you could take people over there to get treatment. They have the money to do that. They have the money to invest in Africa to have better healthcare facilities, but they don't. They take the money into Europe. Putin is just speaking truth. And some of you are saying he's being racist. When President Trump called Africa a shithole, that's speaking truth to the reality. Because it is a shithole because African leaders make it a shithole. And if people don't want to speak the reality so that we can change the reality and make it better, then how would you improve on African governments and on African facilities that are needed to be improved on? He buys from Dubai, he consumes Chinese, he prays in Rome and Mecca. Africans are not half of Africa, even I think the highest praise to Allah. Why would a black man be praying to a God that is not even your own God? Or praying to Rome? Why do you think that most of the shit are not changing? Because we're praying to the wrong God. That's why. He His children study in Europe, travels to Canada, US, Europe for tourism. Tourism brings in money. If they could tour in other countries in Africa, that's bring the money to that country, and it helps the economy grow. But they don't. And if he dies, he will be buried in his nation country of Africa. Africa is just a cemetery. When a leader make a truthful statement, I understand he has his own agenda. But the statement that he has made, that Putin has made, that Africa is a cemetery, is truth to reality. You can't deny that. You could say it's racist or not. That's just the reality. Most of Africans are poor, and those in power and their children in power manipulate shit. They manipulate shit. It's time for Africa to wake up. Not just wake up. It's time for them to start reacting to the situation. How often would other nations come inside Africa and train Africans in the military tacticians? Well, you guys need that. For how long are you going to be doing that? How long are we going to not improve, to develop Africa? Africa nations are developing nations. They don't develop that in the process of developing. When are we going to be developed? Why can't we invest in our nations and build it up? Then again, it's thanks to the leaders who go in and stay for over 30 years, 40 years, doing nothing with the money but eating. And nothing is being invested, nothing is being produced. And when an outsider speak truth to reality, you guys get upset and say it's racist. It's not racist to make a truthful statement. It's racist if the statement wasn't truth. Right? It is true. So King Ejo says, fuck all the leaders in Africa because they are useless.